Wow, the Kansas City Chiefs win the Super Bowl versus the San Francisco 49ers in a fairly exciting game. 31-20. What is going on, y'all? Fox Sports Hall back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL, and here to talk about that game, of course, the Super Bowl, and breaking it down for you guys, obviously, about what I saw in that game and why, of course, the Kansas City Chiefs and how really they won. So let's talk about this game. Let's break it down. Before I do that, if you're new to the channel, welcome, guys. Make sure to subscribe by hitting the big red subscribe button down below and turn on my post notifications because I do post a lot of NFL content on the channel as well as NBA. But listen, just because the NFL season is over does not mean the NFL content's going to stop. Oh no, we've got the draft, offseason, free agency. There is plenty still that is going to be on the channel. So go ahead and subscribe and also follow me on my social media, guys. Please, on my Twitter, follow me on there, and my Instagram as well. Links down below and on the screen for that as well. So with that being said, let's get into the game. What I saw, what I liked, what I didn't like. Let's talk about it. Let's do it. So let's start with the numbers like I always do, and we will start with Patrick Mahomes, who of course won Super Bowl MVP, but did he deserve it? Because he did go 26-42 for 286 yards, 2 touchdowns, but also 2 interceptions. And so here's the thing. Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the business, okay? I've been saying that he's the best quarterback in the NFL. And so by Patrick Mahomes' standards, and boy, are his standards high, because again, you want to talk about arguably the best start in, your 2-year career by any athlete, MVP, Super Bowl MVP, Patrick Mahomes, that's that standard, right? But here's the thing, 26-42 for 286, 2 TDs and 2 interceptions. He was okay. This was not one of Patrick Mahomes' best games, and you can make the argument Damian Williams possibly could have deserved MVP as well. I mean, he went, 17 carries for 104 yards and a touchdown, and obviously had the clinching go-away, touchdown of the game that sealed the Super Bowl for them. But again, at this point, you might as well rename it the most valuable quarterback award, because we've seen this before a few years ago when James White, was it James White or Deion Lewis? I can't remember. Well, they deserved MVP over Tom Brady, okay, in that Super Bowl, and the Patriots won. So, again, Patrick Mahomes is unreal, but according to his standards, this was an okay game, okay? But he did do enough. Tyreek Hill was phenomenal, 9 catches for 105 yards, and to me, he had the play of the game. 3rd and 15. This is going to decide the game for the Chiefs, and Patrick Mahomes finds Tyreek Hill for that 44-yard catch, and that's pretty much the game. So he was huge. Travis Kelce had a touchdown, 6 catches, 43 yards, but, was not the best player for the Chiefs. Damian Williams had a better game. Tyreek Hill and even Sammy Watkins, 5 for 98. He had a better game. So, again, Travis Kelce was a bit of an outlier in the Chiefs passing game. Now, let's switch over to the 49ers, okay? Jimmy Garoppolo, 20 for 31, 219 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. So, obviously, did not have a great performance, but he was not awful. He was not bad. But here's my thing, okay? Did the 49ers lose because of Jimmy Garoppolo? I don't believe so. But obviously, we know they certainly didn't win because of Jimmy Garoppolo. Here's my thing with Jimmy Garoppolo. There was one play to me that pretty much summed up everything about Jimmy Garoppolo. And this is the play that is the difference between a Jimmy Garoppolo and a Patrick Mahomes. And it's the play where he basically has the opportunity to take the lead. It's 24-20 Kansas City. San Francisco scores here, and they pretty much, obviously they take the lead, but they pretty much put the onus on the Chiefs, and at this point all the pressure would be on them. And he has Emmanuel Sanders streaking wide open. This is 3rd and 10, I believe. It's wide open down the middle, and he overthrows him by at least 5, 6, 7 yards. Yeah, like it was not even close. And Patrick Mahomes makes that throw. Aaron Rodgers makes that throw. Russell Wilson makes that throw. The elite quarterbacks in this league make that throw. And Jimmy Garoppolo is a good, solid quarterback. He is not elite. I've been trying to tell people this. There's some people that, for some reason, my mentions are saying Jimmy Garoppolo is elite. Folks, I like Jimmy Garoppolo. He's not an elite quarterback. Okay, the 49ers formula to get to the Super Bowl and to have a successful season was based off the running game and based off their defense. Okay, now let's talk about that. Let's talk about why the 49ers lost this game. Okay, Raheem Mostert, 12 rushes for 58 yards. Can somebody please explain to me why Tevin Coleman started this game with the rushes that he did? Why did Raheem Mostert, who had a 220 rushing yard with 4 touchdown game last week or 2 weeks ago, not get the opportunity to start the football game with him rushing the football instead of Tevin Coleman, who's literally coming off an injury in which he was absolutely not 100%. You can't convince me otherwise. So to me, I thought that was a clear mistake by Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers. Give the guy who has been hot the football, and if you lose, so be it. But I was not happy with it. Now, overall, Raheem Mostert did get more carries than Tevin Coleman, 12 compared to 5. But you can't do that. You give the best players, and as good as Tevin Coleman is, Raheem Mostert is playing better than him. So that's what the 49ers have been doing all year with the hot hand. You give it back to the hot hand. So I didn't like that at all for the 49ers. And then the passing game, again, I didn't think Jimmy Garoppolo was bad. Again, 2 interceptions. That was not good, obviously. But I don't like the fact that you had Kendrick Bourne be your leading receiver. 2 catches, 42 yards. You didn't utilize George Kittle enough, and he had the best matchup advantage for the 49ers out of their entire pass-catching core. Like George Kittle should have been more involved than he was. Okay, he was fairly non-existent and really was just relegated to blocking. And to me, that was a complete misuse. So I'm going to have to put a lot of the blame on Kyle Shanahan as well. I know a lot of people want to fault Jimmy Garoppolo, and they can, but I'm going to put a good amount of blame on Kyle Shanahan as well. I thought there was a lot of things he could have done right. They got a little too pass happy. You dance with who brung you, and they did not run the football enough. They didn't, bleed the clock enough and keep Patrick Mahomes off the field. What was the one thing I told you guys that I repeatedly said? The 49ers cannot win a shootout with the Chiefs. Okay? If the 49ers win, they win by keeping Patrick Mahomes off the field. Okay? And for the most part, again, they did a pretty good job on Patrick Mahomes. They got pressure in his face, and he had a pretty subpar game. But again, you give him enough cracks, and he's going to break the damn door open. And that is essentially what happened. 3rd and 15, Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill 44 yards. That's him breaking the door open. So to me, again, Kyle Shanahan, I thought he made a lot of mishaps. I thought he could have called plays better. And I thought he didn't put his guys in the position, in the best position to win. I didn't think he used his best guys enough. Look, Deebo Samuel was really the only bright spot for the team. Other than that, was anybody really flashing to use? Emmanuel Sanders, George Kittle? I mean, like I said, they were not utilizing the guys that they needed to. And so that was the reason, to me, the biggest reason why the 49ers lost. But for Jimmy Garoppolo, that was that pass. To Emmanuel Sanders, he hits that pass. Obviously, it's a different game. But back to the Chiefs, man. Here's what I'm going to say. Obviously, it's not a surprise that the Kansas City Chiefs win. They were favored in this game. I picked them to win, as did a lot of people, I'm sure. And we know they have the best quarterback in pro football. But this is what I'm going to say in regards to Patrick Mahomes. I just mentioned arguably the best 2-year start of any athlete in all of sports. Super Bowl MVP, Super Bowl, all-pro, 2-time Pro Bowler. You can't get much better than that, okay? You can bring up guys like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson. There are very few guys even in that stratosphere. But here is what I will say. In regards to winning a Super Bowl, or even obviously an MVP, but a Super Bowl obviously being much higher on that totem pole, is even with Patrick Mahomes, the Kansas City Chiefs have arguably the best tight end. To me, he is the best tight end in pro football, and Travis Kelce. The best speed receiver and a top 5 receiver overall in the NFL in Tyreek Hill. One of the best number 2 receivers, yes, he is, in Sammy Watkins, okay? You've got arguably one of the best, and to me, he is a top 5 coach, You can even say top 3 coach right now in the NFL in Andy Reid. And Damian Williams, again, an emerging running back. But again, I'm not going to put him in that discussion. That's fine. Running backs are replaceable. I get it. But just those, 3 things. Best tight end, top 5 receiver, top 5, top 3 coach. You still need that along with the best quarterback in football to win a Super Bowl, to show you how hard it is to win in this league. And that is what I want to point home and really point out for you guys, that it should hit home, is that even when you get the quarterback right, you still have to get other things right. Aaron Rodgers won Super Bowl. Russell Wilson won Super Bowl. These are elite quarterbacks. You take out Tom Brady. Folks, even when you get the damn quarterback right, you still need a lot. So again, I love Patrick Mahomes. He's fantastic. He's the best quarterback in the world. But he's got a loaded roster around him as well. So again, you still need to realize at the end of the day, football, more than any other sport, is a team game. And we saw that today. So there you have it, folks. That's all I got to say on this. Again, happy for the Chiefs for winning in God knows how long, what is 50 years. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes is going to tear this league up, but I want to give, other guys on his team a lot of credit. I'm so happy for Andy Reid, man. He really deserved it. This is literally going to solidify him and his legacy now, and he is obviously a Hall of Fame coach. Travis Kelce, best tight end in pro football. Tyreek Hill, happy for him. Happy for Damian Williams, man. I believe he's undrafted. Yeah, he had a phenomenal game. So happy for the Chiefs, and overall just happy for everybody involved. It was a great game, and as fans, that's what we like to see. So love seeing that. And hopefully, this is the start of a great thing to come with more good Super Bowl games, because God knows we don't want to see another Rams, a 49ers type of game. But again, enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think, man. Were you surprised the Chiefs won? Did you feel like the 49ers blew it? Let me know your thoughts down below, man. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss. You guys can tweet at me as well on my Twitter handle down below and on the screen. So, as always, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Please make sure to subscribe as always. Thanks for watching.